morning. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? This is the Coffee Show. I was trying to get a guest on here, but I think he's having technical difficulties, so he couldn't be here with me. If he happens to pop in, I will introduce him and bring him onto the program. But he couldn't be here. He's a man very knowledgeable about this issues, and I wanted to get his perspective, but looks like he's having technical problems. Technology. So yeah, he's in now. So I'm gonna bring him in and see if he works this time. And I say, how are you?
I'm doing well, Kofi. How are you?
I'm good, my brother. Then before you go come, then I did talk say um I did try bring you in by technical technical difficulties. So but nevertheless, we will make use of the time remaining and then at the right time, we go
Yeah.
to right. I be work right.
You know work. So
Nope.
make we just continue then, or make we start rather.
Okay, we start with that. We start
Okay.
with the on live. I will try send you the recording when
Yeah.
we finish everything. But welcome, Nana. Welcome.
Thank you, Kofi.
Um, I will start off with I'll make you introduce yourself more than the work. Then the programs you'll be involved in as far as um this whole people moving around in Africa is concerned. So I could give you like some few minutes, make you introduce yourself, and you know.
So the name be Nana Script. We I be freedom fighter. I be political activist. I be human trafficking activist. I be everything. So anything where you dey concern the well-being of mankind. Are they inside so yeah.
Okay. Um. Well, God bless you for the work, the great work you are doing, and all the lives you are saving, and your time, your effort, and everything.
Yeah.
You'll be greatly rewarded. That what be the popular Yankechi and Abrofo? Which one will be easier?
Oh, we go they make some. We go they make some.
Okay. This year, Nekos was South Africa, Nana. What do you want to say?
A good morning to my listeners and to everybody watching me. Um, I might say what is going on in South Africa. I support South Africans 100%, but I don't support the violence attack. Yeah, why do I say I support South Africans? They are just being patriotic people, Kofi. Let us not tickle ourselves and then laugh and see South Africans are being xenophobic. It all started when, South Africans already have issues with illegal immigrants in their country. They've been accusing them of selling powder. They've been accusing them of trafficking their young girls into prostitution. They've been accusing them of a whole lot, and they have evidence to show. They have this program where this guy goes after these drug peddlers and drug dealers and drug lords, and yes, they find drugs there. So meaning some way somehow, whatever South Africans are saying, there is a percentage of truth in what they are saying. Now, I think it is time for Africa for us to come together and then hear South Africa out. Let us hear them out. This is their plea. And when you look at the crime rate right now of South Africa, it's very, very, very well. I think they are number one. They are number one. They are among of the first five in Africa, yeah, which is very, 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 very bad. So when South Africans are raising concerns and telling us this is what is going on in their country, and then they don't want it, they've they've shown us evidence, and we sit down and say South Africans are xenophobic. I don't agree with that. They are just being patriotic people, Kofi.
So, okay, now wow, I'm learning a lot today, and thanks for the information. Um, with the crime rate and everything, um, what the cause of this crime rate is the foreigners.
Yeah, it's the influx of the foreigners.
Okay, and this foreigners, but then some of the videos circulating, right? Um, it looks like a lot of the people that they're going after are people that own businesses, people that live in good neighborhoods. Somebody says, you see, the foreigners are asleep, and we are going to wake them up. I saw a video of a guy doing a billionaire that owns a shop, right? Um, I saw a video of um, a lady telling one Ghana man that we don't need you here. There's a problem with foreigners. Let me see if I can bring that video in. This video right here is making a lot of circulation on the media,
Yeah.
and I'm asking, um, are they going after the bad people or are they going after everybody? Do they want the criminals out or they want everybody out? Or this is a cleanup operation where everybody has to leave and you know
Yeah. So if you watch the video closely and you listen to what the South Africans were saying, first of all, the Ghanaian guy, it has not yet been confirmed if it's a Ghanaian or not, but the guy is in South Africa as a tourist, and he has overstayed his time, which we
okay.
all know, which we all know in our immigration laws. When you come in as a visitor,
Hmm.
Ghana and South Africa have this visa free thing going on. So you are allowed to stay for 90 days, and after 90 days, and you want to extend your stay, there are ways where you go through the immigration system, and then you can send. But this guy was holding a forgery document, and then in the document he stated he left Ghana on the 10th, and out of to South Africa on the same 10th, and then out again on the same 10th again, which we all know is not possible. So and there was one woman in the video saying, if you heard her, she was saying, Ghana don't do that. Ghana don't do that. Meaning Ghanaians living in South Africa, we are not saying they don't commit crime. Yes, some of them commit crime, but comparing them to the Nigerians and the Zimbabweans and then other the Somalians, they see Ghanaians to be peaceful people. They see Ghanaians to be good people. So the old lady, said that Ghana don't do that. Meaning Ghanaians don't forge documents and all this thing. So why are you doing it? So the woman was questioning the Ghanaian guy.
Right.
Yeah. So
So
me, yeah.
wow, this issue. But what happened to why is there immigration officers? Because these people look like individuals. They look like vigilantes. A lot of the videos that we are seeing are individuals running after these people, quote unquote illegals or overstayed visitors. Why the law, the immigration or the government not stepping in to remove the people and the individuals? Because the people that are doing, if let's say I'm I'm a Nigerian living in Ghana, and a regular Ghanaian walks up to me and asks for my document or my visa or something, I'm gonna feel some type of way because you are an individual, right? Why is the authorities, the government, not removing these people, and the citizens are taking matters into their own hand? Because when citizens take matters into their own hands, who's going to be held accountable when something happens to these people? There's a diplomatic side. If you want these illegals out of your country, why they don't go through the process, deportation, um, speak to the other African countries to get their citizens out instead of regular civilians going after these people.
Kofi, you and I know very well in Africa, we have a very big problem when it comes to immigration. Um, and what the South Africans are actually doing is it's like they are tired because they've always been relying on the government, on the security services to to fight this fight for them, and no one seems to do anything about it. They South Africans think their immigration, their police, their security system has been compromised, and they don't trust them. So, well, if our security is sitting down to see, bear it in mind, all these people come through the borders and there are immigration there. So if you allow people like this to come into our country and we are telling you this is the activities, we've shown you evidence, this is what they are doing, and you are not fighting, hey, um, your child is not being given powder. It is my child. So I have to stand up. I have to stand up and fight for my future or for the future of South Africa. So one way in a point, I think every citizen of every nation has the right to protect their land and to protect their constitution. But
Okay.
doing it in a violent way is what I think should be re-looked into. Bear it in mind, you know what? One thing is that the foreigners living in South Africa are also fighting South Africans. You've seen the videos where a group of Nigerians are telling South Africans they are here waiting for them, they should come. You know,
Oh, really?
yes. And
I haven't
when
seen those. I have.
yeah,
You know what? When you get a chance, send me those videos, and in our
yeah,
next episode, we will
sure, sure.
talk about
I
those.
have some African friends, and I get a lot of information from them with video evidence.
Okay.
So you can't fight them in their country. Yes, there is an issue. You understand? Sorry, there is an issue with South Africans and Nigerians, and then you coming out to provoke them will be like, you understand? So for the violence, let's talk to South Africans and talk to the foreigners living there. They are marching. South Africans are saying they are marching. They are demonstrating for their government to listen to them and act rapidly. But if they are marching and you are daring them and you're a foreigner and they tell you on this day we are marching, do this, don't do this, and you disobey and they come and attack you, if I was to be in South Africa, honestly speaking, I'll be in my room or go to my work and lock myself up or anything. Or if possible, come back to Ghana.
Okay. And Nana, this is sad, and it's it's very sad to watch as other Africans are moving around, including our dear country Ghanaian are moving around. But all this comes together to form the bigger picture. That, and I'll speak on Ghana. I wouldn't speak for the whole Africa because I can account for that African countries. But it looks like Ghana, we have a problem. Um,
Seriously, we have a problem. We have a, we, not only Ghana, every African country.
That's why I said, since it's hard to have concrete evidence to support our debate on the other African countries and how their country is being run and the level of poverty and everything. Maybe we can go with numbers that we see on on the internet. But Ghana, we are from Ghana. We live in Ghana, so Ghana we know much about the economic hardship and how people are fleeing Ghana. You know, the youth, to say how the youth are fleeing Ghana just to go seek greener pastures. And through this, that's where all these problems also comes in, because when you go, some countries are welcoming, some countries are not, some countries are peaceful, some countries are not, some countries have issues, and some countries are good. But then when you're a traveler or when you're a hustler and you are trying to make something in life, you don't care about these things. You just go to those countries and hopefully you pray for things to go right. And that's when people fall victims to, because somebody could be doing something over there, but the fact that you're also an immigrant or you're also a foreigner, that means you are everybody's group in the package as foreigners. You could be a good citizen, you could be anything, but you will be added to those people.
Sure, sure. Um, let me say this. Growing up, we our elders used to tell us good name is rich. A good name is better than riches. Good name is better than riches. And I think the average Ghanaian knows this, and we have this good name is better than riches in our DNA. I don't say Ghanaians don't commit crime when they travel outside the country. When you look at the percentage, is very, 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 very low compared to other African nations traveling to the Europe, the UAE, the Americans, and then stuffs. But let's come to Ghana. Kofi, we have a problem. We have a problem in this country at the moment. Even though it is getting better, but I think there is more for us to do.
Okay.
Now, why do I say we have a problem? Let me take you back to 3 days ago. That's on the Tuesday, right? Yeah. So the immigration published a news that they've arrested, and they've arrested about 606 illegal immigrants in the country,
Okay.
and most of them are these street beggars. And I keep on asking myself, this is not the first time. This is actually not the first time the immigration is embarking on this exercise. How do these people get into the country? Fine, we are all in the ECOWAS system, and you can travel from one ECOWAS country to to another ECOWAS country.
Right.
When we look at these people, these street beggars, Kofi, tell me, how do they convince our immigration people at the borders? How do they convince them? Because bear it in mind, for you to come to Ghana as an ECOWAS citizen from, let's say, Niger or Nigeria or wherever you are coming from, first of all, where is your hotel reservation? Where are you going to sleep? Who are you visiting? You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
Do our immigration officers at the borders ask all these questions, or they just allow these people into the country? It has been alleged by some Ghanaian traders who also embark on this Nigeria, Niger journey to buy stuff. They said when they get to the borders, our immigration officers over there just take money and then they allow these people into the country. That is why I'm using it to allege. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, we don't have the concrete.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And if if this is true, then Kofi, we have a problem because at the end of the day, an officer is alleged an officer takes money from these people, bring them into the country, allow them into the country, and then at the end of the day, the government is going to spend another money in deporting these people. Because
Removing them.
yes, because bear it in mind, these people they screen them, they feed them, they bath them, and all this thing is cost. So we are having a very, 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 very a big problem when it comes to immigration in Ghana. And let me say this too: the influx of Nigerians, my God, my goodness, is their numbers. I don't know if I should say their numbers is over exceeding ours, because see, everywhere you go, everywhere you go, there's a
But
Nigerian.
most I mean most of them come in, own businesses, contribute to the society, contribute to, you know, um, yes, a lot of them, but I think a lot of them are also good people.
Um,
Um, I know there are some that are, you know, not really the best of the best people, but they are good people, Nana. And foreigners, either you like it or not, there'll always be for people moving around in this world. We cannot stop people from
yeah,
moving. Ghanaians are moving out of Ghana. People are moving inside Ghana. People are moving out of. People always move around in this world. I
but
think we need
Kofi,
a stronger immigration system, a
yeah,
stronger. The government has to do more to screen and you know deal with the problems that comes with this movement, because Ghana is trying to go visa free. Ghana is planning to have literally visa free for all African countries and beyond. I know Barbados, the Caribbeans, but then we need a stronger system. What do you
we
think,
we
Nana?
we we, we, we our system, our immigration system needs to be strengthened. On Tuesday, Mr. Malik Basintali, that is the boss, the immigration boss, came out to say yes, they are really, really working. They are really, really working, but they need equipment, they need cars, they need things to work with. And I agree with him. Kofi, let me take you back to somewhere around last year when we embarked on the Ghana is not safe, Nigerian must go brouhaha. A lot of Ghanaians didn't understand why we were doing this, but um, let me pick this one after the other. Let's look at HIV. HIV is on the rise. It's on the rise, my brother, especially in Greater Accra region and then the mining areas. I have took it upon myself to visit some mining areas. I've gone to Abomosu, I've gone to Enyinem, I've gone to Kwabin, and what I saw there, Kofi, is an eyesore.
And you think that the rise of HIV can be contributed to the influx of Nigerians coming in?
Kofi, let me just say 70% of their girls are on our streets. They
You
are in our
sure?
village. Yes.
Nana, I want you to provide numbers on our next episode. We need
I,
clarity.
Kofi,
Yeah.
the numbers are there. The numbers are there.
Yes,
Police,
and
our police service keeps on arresting these people. Immigration keeps on deporting them. They keep on coming. When you go on the street, you know, before we come out and talk, when you go on the streets in the middle of the night, the girls standing there all are
but how do
Nigerians.
you know? They could be Ghanaians.
No, Kofi,
They
growing
could
up,
be Ghanaian. They could be anything. I
Kofi,
mean,
yeah, Kofi, we are not saying Ghanaians don't do prostitution, but you know it is good when you are dealing with your own people, your own way. You understand. The reason why I'm saying majority of them are Nigerians is yes, we talk to them, we talk to them, and you can tell they are Nigerians. They tell you they are Nigerians, they were brought in by, and they have to serve their madam for 2 years, they have to serve their madam for 3 years.
hmm.
So these madams, so let not only madams, they have masters too. So what these madams do is they go to Nigeria, promise these young girls jobs in Ghana, cleaning jobs and house help jobs, clinic jobs, and all this stuff. And when they bring them into Ghana, they let them swear an oath. They 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 shave their pubic parts. When I say their private parts, they they use their blood, and then they swear an oath, and then they make a covenant with whatever they have there, and the gods they have there. And you have to work whatever work your madam is telling you to do. You have to work. So let's say the madam spends 5,000 Ghana cedis in getting you into Ghana, you have to pay 15,000 Ghana cedis. And we try as much as possible to get these girls out of the streets, and they tell you they can't. If they do, they will die because they've sworn an oath with their oracles and then with their madam, and they have this kind of fear in them. So most of these girls, it's not like this is what I wish to do, but it's like they don't have any option.
They
Now,
are being held against their will.
you understand now. These girls get used to the system, and they also become madams. Yes, they also be
They go to the same profession.
yes, yes. Now what they do is they hide behind massage therapies. They will tell you they're doing massage, and what is a private massage. So when you come, and yes, it's a private massage. They do it in their houses, and then in their homes. You they can service you whatever you want. They service you very well over there. And this thing is very very worrisome because most of these girls tell us that some of the men don't want to use condoms. And you can imagine. That is why I say, yes, we had our own HIV, but these girls, one way or the other, they are spreading this disease. And I'm calling on the Ghana East Commission to partner with the Ghana Police Service and Ghana Immigration Service and rescue these girls on the streets. At least it will make an impact, and then our HIV cases will reduce.
Wow. Uh, I tell you what, we will um we'll do this again. There's too much information that we will need 2 3 years to go through this thing. Um, the time is not on our side, but it's been great. We will schedule the next meeting and we'll go over this. You touched on a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Ghana HIV partnering with the immigration And I think they're gonna have to partner with a lot of communities where people live. Um, Ghana immigration needing equipment and the government stepping in. Mahama makes a lot of speeches, but I don't know if he's gonna back it with money and everything he can. But we will touch on that too. And Africa as a whole, Africa as a
Sure.
whole, there's no reason for Africans to traveling around the world, going through all this stress just to be okay in life. Because you're not even going to be rich if you're traveling and moving around. You're not going to be rich. You're going to go to countries and work this minimum wage jobs and all of that. Only few, do this high end jobs, but for the average hustler moving around, they're not making much. But the country is not good, so they are forced to do all this traveling. So we will touch on all of that and that. But before we leave, I want you to give your last message. And
My last message goes to Ghanaians living in South Africa. Um, South Africans are not after Ghanaians. Sorry, South Africans are not after Ghanaians. They know Ghanaians, and I posted a video, and when you see the comments the South Africans were making, it's like, yeah, averagely, South Africans really know Ghanaians. They say Ghanaians are good. Oh, I had a Ghanaian teacher. Oh, I had a Ghanaian this. Oh, we've been living very nice with Ghanaians. Yes, Ghanaians are not, sorry, South Africans are not after us. So please let us mind our business. Don't go involve yourself into something that will later cause harm for you. Please, with all due respect, and I'm begging my South African people, please let us take it easy on ourselves. The violence is a no, 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 no. Nana say I don't support violence, but I'm not saying I'm not because I'm not supporting violence. If a foreigner or an immigrant try to attack you, watch them. No, defend yourself. That's what I have to say. Thank
on that note, I go by the name of Yakofi and the man himself, Nanase. We'll be back again. I like this. Nanase is an interesting individual, and we'll be back again. We'll try and do this as much as we can, maybe once or
you. Sure,
twice a week. And
sure,
Nana,
sure,
but that's it.
definitely. Charlie,
Rebecca,
salute.